I made the same video advertisement using all the available AI UGC ad generators on the market. And in this video, I will show you my results and reveal which tool is actually the best. And to access all these AI UGC ad generator models, I'm using a platform called Spaces. This tool lets you build consistent, scalable, and actually usable AI UGC ad workflows in no time. And by the way, you can clone this workflow that I'm showing right here with my link in the description if you just want to start to play around with it. But now let's get started with the video. So now let me very briefly show you what I have done to build this AI UGC ad generator model, and then I will run you through these different videos that I got back from these different models. So basically, I have added a prompt where I just describe the AI UGC actor, and I try to give it a very descriptive and very accurate description to get something back that I actually want to use. And then I have connected this prompt into an image generator, which produced me this image of this influencer. Then I have also dragged and dropped an image of a product into this view. So I'm basically promoting this super balm tripeptide. I don't even know how to say it, but nonetheless, that is a product that I found online. So I have dragged and dropped it here below the influencer. And then I have also generated the starting image for my UGC ads. So I just want the influencer to hold the product in their hands. And that is why I have called this image the influencer, and this image is called the product. So I can easily reference to those here inside my prompt. As you can see, your task is to make the AI generator prompt with which I can make the influencer hold the product in their hands. So I'm generating a prompt using this assistant node over here so that I would get an accurate and good looking result back. So I'm not prompting it directly. You could obviously do that just as well, but I decided to choose this route because this would give me more accurate results, at least most of the time when I tried. So here we have the result after I hit generate on this prompt. So selfie style UGC, the influencer holding the product, yada, yada, yada. So this is the prompt that I'm now feeding into this AI image generator. So as you can see, I have connected this prompt that I generated using this prompt, as well as the image of the influencer and the product. So there are 3 inputs into this image generator. And as you can see, the result looks fantastic. So she looks exactly like here. And then she's also holding the product in her hand. And then I have also created a script for my UGC ad video. So I'm telling the AI to create a script of about 12 seconds in length, given the product. And then I have also entered the product URL here. So the AI will actually check what the product is all about. So it will quickly visit this page. And then I have just told it to read the page, format the result in a way that I can send it directly to a video generator. So once again, I'm using this prompt that I wrote to generate another prompt. So here, as a result, we get something like create a UGC style video where the influencer says, "I love the bloom super balm in bubblegum." And this is just because I don't know how to describe the product because I'm not an expert in this field. I'm just making these ads. So that is why I'm not directly writing the script myself. You could obviously do that if you know what you're promoting, which is probably something you should. That said, I have now created, and we can actually isolate one of these blocks over here. So I have now added a video generator node here into the workflow. And then I have just simply connected this script that I got from the AI, as well as this starting image where the influencer is holding the product. And then I have just hit generate over here. For example, here we're using the Grok video generator model, and it costs us 400 credits to run. And we're going to get, for example, a 5-second all the way up to 15 seconds in duration of an output. But now that is how I built this workflow. You can clone this one with my link in the description so you can start to use it directly. But now let's get into the interesting part. That is, I'm going to show you all these videos that I got from this workflow, and I will compare those with one another and share my thoughts on how good or bad this is. So let's start with the Grok AI video generator model. And this one is pretty new and you can actually generate all the way up to 15 seconds of footage. And here is the advertisement that I got.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum. Sheer pink tint, really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent. Perfect for a quick, everyday boost.
And I must say that I really like this because this is not cut short at 4 or 8 seconds, but this goes actually all the way up to 12 seconds. And as I said, you could also put it up to 15 seconds. And the only issue I have here is that it still feels a bit AI-like. So the way she is talking while she is applying this lipstick thing over her lips looks a bit unnatural. And then also it seems that the lipstick is actually fading away as she speaks. So that obviously would instantly give it away. And then let us move on to the next one that is called the Runaway Gen 4.5 video generator. And here you can do videos up to 10 seconds in duration. So it is not super long, but it's still better than the 8 seconds that was a limit for quite a while. And now here's the result that I got. I must say that this is obviously completely unusable because there is no audio. And also you can instantly tell that this bottle or this tube does not look like the original photo. Totally unusable, and you shouldn't be paying for stuff like this. So definitely do not use this Runway model for your AI UGC ads. Then as the next model, we have the WAN 2.6 video generator. And this one allows you to create videos up to 15 seconds in duration. And here is the result that I got.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum. Sheer pink, really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent. Perfect for a quick everyday boost of the peps that the scent has.
Now, that is pretty decent, but once again, you can immediately tell that it is AI generated because her lips are not moving based on what she's actually saying. So it is inconsistent. And also she's saying something very random towards the end of the video.
Boost of the peps that the scent has.
So definitely unusable. Then as the next model, we have the Kling 3.0. So this is one of the latest state-of-the-art AI video generator models. And as you can see, here we can also do 15 seconds of video. And now here is the result that I got.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum, sheer pink tint, really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent. Perfect for a quick everyday boost.
Okay, that's actually the best so far. So as you can see, there's pretty much no way to tell if this is AI or not. Maybe the only really funny or weird thing is that she's looking at her phone, even though she should be talking towards the audience, I think. But then again, this is probably something I could just fix with a prompt or by just hitting regenerate a couple of times. So this one actually is good, and the voice sounds very realistic as well. It sounds exactly like she's talking in this room.
Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum, sheer pink tint, really hydrating.
Because in the previous models, the problem was that the audio sounds a bit off. So it definitely does not sound like it has been filmed in this kind of a room. And you can definitely tell it instantly if you're using headphones to listen to the audio.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum. Sheer pink tint, really hydrating.
Then we're moving on to the Google VEO 3.1 video generator model. And this one has a bit of a problem with the duration. So as you can see, you only can create 8 seconds worth of video. So this was a game changer when it came around, but now it is actually one of the shortest AI video generators out there. Regardless, here is the video that I generated using VEO 3.1.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum, sheer pink tint, really hydrating without feeling stilly, and a subtle bubblegum scent.
Okay, well, that starts to go to the category of unusable AI videos that looked impressive when they came around, but now you can immediately tell that it is AI generated. So if you look at the tempo, it feels very monotonous and very quick because it has to be squeezed here in only 8 seconds. The sentences are cut short when using VEO 3.1, And also the mouth looks super unrealistic at some times. The teeth look completely messed up in some of these frames. And then also it is super short and even making some weird sounds right here when it's beginning the video. So this goes to the totally unusable category in most of the cases. And then we move on to the OpenAI Sora 2 Pro model. So this one has had a lot of hype in the past year or so. And as you can see, they even extended the video generation all the way up to 20 seconds of video. So I think this one right now is the longest AI video generator model available. So let's see what I got from this.
I love the Bloom Super Balm in Bubblegum. Sheer pink tint, really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent. Perfect for a quick everyday boost.
Well, this is interesting because it is flowing very smoothly and it kind of looks the most realistic, at least for the most part. And it has the versatility and it's a bit more engaging than any one of these other videos that I have generated thus far. But the problem is that the audio is absolutely terrible.
Sheer pink tint, really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent.
And if you've ever seen a video generated by Sora 2, you can immediately tell that, okay, this is a Sora video, even without seeing it. So when it comes to the visuals, it is pretty freaking close. But then when it comes to the audio, it is a total mess because everybody knows instantly that this is AI generated. And then last but definitely not least, we have the Seedance 2.0 video generator model. And right now, it is still not available for most people here in free big spaces, but it will probably come around in just the next couple of days. So if you're watching this even a week after I've published it, it is probably already out there. But worry not, because I have other ways to access it. So I was actually already able to create one of these videos. But now the problem with Seedance 2.0 is that you cannot create a video easily from a reference image like this because it refrains from copying somebody's likeness. So it doesn't like to turn an image of somebody or some person into a video. So I was not able to create a video of this specific influencer, but I was able to create a video of this product. And I was also able to enter this description of the influencer that we entered here in the first place. And here is the result video that I got back.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to this awesome product that I use called Bloom Super Balm Bubblegum Sheer Pink Tint. Really hydrating without feeling sticky, and a subtle bubblegum scent. Perfect for a quick everyday boost.
That is just fantastic. I mean, it looks so realistic, it sounds super natural, and it is flawless and smooth. I'm not able to tell if this is AI or not basically at this point. So obviously, if we look at the typing over here, this would give it away. So here we can see that some of these or most of these characters over here don't really make any sense. But if it wasn't up to that, I would not be able to tell if this is a real video or not. Now, obviously, this character or this influencer does not look like the original influencer we had here in the Free Big Spaces workflow. And that is simply because the AI wouldn't let me turn an image like this into a video. But you can still create these fantastic looking videos if you just describe your influencer, and you can still add an image of a product, for example, into the view. And now, in case you're wondering how you can use the Seedance 2.0 model, you can actually try to upgrade into the business plan here in Free Big Spaces. For some business users, it is already working. But then if you want to be able to use it for certain, you can actually upgrade to Arc Ads AI, which is a wonderful, a bit easier to use AI video generator platform. So here you can just come here, you can drag and drop your product into this view, and then you can give it a description over here to turn that product image, for example, into a UGC style video, and then you're good to go. But as I said, the Free Big Spaces said that they are going to update the Seedance as soon as possible. So by the time you're watching this video, you're probably already able to use it, at least on some of those plans that are available over here. So I would say that my absolute favorite video generator or UGC style video ad generator model was Seedance 2.0, and the only issue is that it doesn't let you easily turn images into videos, so you have to describe your pictures accurately and then turn those into a video instead. And then a good second option is the Kling 3.0, so it indeed allows you to turn an image into a video, and it sounds super awesome, flawless. Naturally, you can create videos up to 15 seconds in duration, and all these other video generators are decent, but I would say that right now, these two, that is Kling 3.0 and the Seedance 2.0, those are the best models available. So make sure to copy my workflow with a link in the description. Also, if you want to try Seedance 2.0, make sure to check ArcAds AI. They're also a bit easier to use, so you can just come here and add your prompt and hit send. But if you actually want to do this at scale, if you want to get more consistent and better looking results overall, I recommend using a workflow builder like FreeBig Spaces. But that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.